Hello. I just got home. I was out for a bike ride, a gorgeous day. We just got some new e-bikes, and I kind of was thinking I would take you guys for a ride once I get a little bit more used to it. But I'm loving it, and it's a gorgeous day. But I was out and about, and I overheard something, and it made me think. The person who was talking was about my age, maybe a little bit older, and she said that she felt like she was invisible in the world now, that people don't notice her, that they just, like, look right past her because of her age. And she was saying it, like, in a negative way, like, that was something that made her sad, a little depressed, sorta undermined her sense of value, security, power, and all of that. And I could relate. Like, I can kinda relate, especially as women, as much as the feminist movement and all of that kinda stuff, um that we're not supposed to sort of value or get power out of our appearance. The truth is, there is a certain amount of power and value and security that comes with the world valuing our appearance. Like it or not, it's just how it is. And as you get older, that becomes a variable that isn't even considered or seen anymore. And I could get that. That kind of is, it doesn't feel great to be looked past or looked through and not even seen. So I was reflecting on that. I was reflecting on that. And when I got home, I was thinking about it's all about mindset. Like, I don't mind being invisible, right? Not to the people I love. I want to be seen by my husband and my good friends and, like seen, like known, recognized, valued. But when I'm moving through the world, I kind of see that invisibility as sort of a superpower, like a cloaking device. I remember there was, I think it was Star Trek. When I was a kid, my dad used to watch it all the time, and Captain Kirk would holler something about cloaking, and the whole ship would go invisible, and they could like get in close and maneuver and do the things they want without being noticed. And I feel like we, as women of a certain age, can look at kind of that invisibility in this world as our superpower, our cloaking device. We can come and go and move through the world without being bothered or feel the pressure of appearance or putting ourselves together or anything like that. Not that, getting spiffed up is a bad thing. It's not, but it really is nice just to like run to the store with greasy hair, no makeup, and, your sweats on, your lawn mowing shoes. I just did that, so I looked exactly like that, and you know what? Nobody even noticed. They didn't care, they didn't notice, they treated me exactly like when dressed up for something and coming in there. It made 0 difference, and there's freedom in that. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. So that's what I was thinking, is mindset is everything, all the time, but especially with certain topics like this one. We can feel sad about not garnering appreciation, attention, and a certain amount of power in this world because of our outward appearance, or we can embrace it and say that there is a freedom and a strength that comes from not having to attend to that unnecessary busyness. And we have the freedom to come, go, and move about the world without those distractions. I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Uh, Tell me what you think. As you get older, 50s, 60s, 70s, do you sense that invisibility? Have you noticed it? And how does it hit you? How does it hit your heart? Is it a sad thing? Is it a freedom thing? I don't think there's a wrong answer to any of that. I just would like to know. It's one of the things that I'm grappling with now that I'm not identified as this, active mom and worker person. I think the invisibility is increasing. My sense of impact on the world is decreasing. So interesting thought. I wanted to run it by you while it was fresh in my brain. Let me know what you think about that and your experience with invisibility, with cloaking. All right. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm sure we'll talk soon.